Hello, 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 beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I'm Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master and self proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. Welcome. We are diving into and discussing the Mayan Galactic Calendar. That is what we talk about on this channel. However, I also in practice am a certified Reiki master. And if you want to participate in my online sacred healing medicine space, there's a link to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble where you can join in, where you receive the healing of the life force energetics that I send every single day. And then I also come into that place live every Tuesday. I call it Tune In Tuesday. And you are welcome if that resonates, if it sounds like something you might be interested in taking part in, you are invited to check it out. Check it out. See if it's something for you. But if you want to get a calendar, there's a link to the 13moon.com, an affiliate link for Miss Cassia. Her channel is Cosmic Consciousness. She is the reason that I even know that this calendar and way of associating with time exists. So I wanted to give her the opportunity to get credit for that if she still can, because it no longer exists. I tried to get an affiliate link, but it didn't work for me. And so I wanted to use Cassia's link just in case she still got credit for that. But yeah, you can get yourself one of these to follow along with these videos. Hopefully the new one will be coming out. I just went to 13moon.com because I was trying to get more information about the galactic return, the annual galactic return day that we're experiencing. There wasn't really a whole lot out there, but that's all right. We'll talk about it anyway. We'll speculate. That's a part of learning, right? Like making hypotheses about what things are, especially when it comes to this, right? This is all about time is art, and we should absolutely use our creativity and our imagination while unpacking what all of this stuff means, especially for us uniquely and individually, because none of us are meant to be the same. We are all meant to be unique individual expressions of the oneness, the all, divinity, whatever resonates with you. Creative source. I don't remember. Oh yeah. So 13moon.com, and the new calendar hasn't come out yet. So I will, if and when I see that it is available, I will certainly let you all know. And I will also be ordering one so that I can continue along the spiral, especially since next year is another White Wizard year, which is super exciting. So we have it's a perfect segue, right? We have the 13-year wave spell that we're currently undergoing. So 4 years ago, we spiraled through a White Wizard wave spell, which we are still, I'm sorry, not a wave spell, a White Wizard year. It was a white magnetic wizard year, which kicked off a 13-year White Wizard wave spell that we are currently flowing through. So that entire 13 years, and we're 4 years into it, the code keys of enchants, receptivity, and timelessness are being woven into the energetic fabric of every single moment throughout that 13-year wave spell. Those words, ideas, the associations that we have individually and collectively for those words, enchants, receptivity, and timelessness, they are being energized every moment throughout this 13-year wave spell, which is pretty cool. And again, next year we're going to be in a White Wizard wave spell with an entire White Wizard year. And I'm a White Wizard. I'm a member of the White Wizard tribe. So I'm very excited for next year, the next galactic year. Anyway, so we're 4 years into the 13-year White Wizard wave spell. So we are in a self-existing tone year. And it's the red self-existing moon year that we currently find ourselves in. And so the reason that we have this, I'm going to say it the way that they put it on the calendar, galactic return of the year today, is because the energetics of today it's a red self-existing moon day. So those code keys are amplified and Also today, as you know from the title of this video, it's a galactic activation portal. So the galactic activation portals invite us to find this like deeper magic that exists within the code keys of this day. And I think it's really special that we have a galactic activation portal on the galactic return of the year day. So there's the energetics, the code keys of the red self existing moon are amplified times two, which is really cool. So we have the red moon tribe, and those code keys are purifies, universal water, and flow. And we have the code keys of the self existing tone of creation, which are define, measure, and form. Hey, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. Like legit, your birthday's today? Good morning. It's 6:00 at night where I am. But good morning. Dennis, is it your legit birthday today? That's so exciting. I think so, because you're not a red self-existing moon. I'm pretty sure. I'm waiting. It's only 1:00 there. Nice. All right, well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dennis. Happy birthday to you, beautiful love light. That's super cool. And it's the galactic return of the year, and it's your birthday. Get excited. That's awesome. There's a lot of powerful energetics. You're blue spectral, that's right, blue spectral storm, because we're both spectral tones. I don't know if I've told you that or not, because I'm a white spectral wizard. So we both have that same 11th tone of creation. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. It's your birthday. Yay. I love birthdays. I celebrate my birthday the entire month of July. All right. I don't remember where I was. I know I was talking about the red moon, the red self-existing moon, and that those energetics are amplified. Oh yeah, we are at the year. So that this entire year is being coded with the energetics of red self-existing moon. And then here we have this galactic return of the year, this red self-existing moon day today. So those code keys are being amplified, and they're being amplified even greater, energized at like, I don't know, in like an abundance is what I'm going to say, because it's a galactic activation portal. So again, we're seeking to dive into and really find the magic that exists within the energetics of today. And for me, I was intuitively kind of, not really intuitively, it's more just about the knowledge of the differences between sacred masculine and divine feminine. And when I started talking about the red self-existing moon year, really recognizing that, okay, red moon has very feminine qualities and self-existing has very masculine qualities. And also the fact that the energetics of the last several years with the divine feminine energetics really like coming in and rising to meet the sacred masculine that has been potent and almost like, I don't want to say toxic. I don't know that I think it's been a little twisted and perverted, that the like patriarchy, but men are necessary. Like we need the balance of male and female. Like it's on purpose, for a purpose. Do I fully understand it? No. But those energetics exist, and there's this divine union that's happening between the sacred masculine, where that energy has been so overpowering for so long. We've been flowing through sacred masculine energetics for so long that it has kind of been, again, twisted and perverted into this like kind of toxic place. But the divine feminine, since 2012, the divine feminine has been rising. The energetics of that, the flow of the divine feminine has been rising, and she is rising up to meet that sacred masculine energy, not to have power over, but to have power with. And so this whole notion of this divine union collectively and individually If you haven't been seeking or taking time out of your daily, not daily life, but just out of your life, like kind of exploring your own balance of sacred masculine energy and divine feminine energy, and really seeking to find that dynamic equilibrium, I invite you to take that on and begin to explore it and unpack it, because we are in this energetically supported time to really create that union between those two energetics. And it's going to happen whether you do it or not. However, I have found that the more conscious and aware you become of those processes, the easier that transition is, because you're conscious, you're paying attention, you're recognizing, like, oh, I see the patterns, I see what's happening, I'm paying attention to the spiral, I know exactly where I'm at, what's about to happen, and how I want to show up. That is what consciousness is. Consciousness is shining the light of your own awareness into you and your life at large. So that, for me, is the magic of this galactic activation portal, is just the like diving into and really asking for and calling in the energetics of supporting that divine union within me, or within you, or within all of us collectively at large. So that's my own uniquely divinely guided intuitive nudge about what's happening. Maybe you have something different for the code keys that have been, flowing through this entire year of red moon and self-existing that I've been talking about almost every video. I've been unpacking layer by layer. And I do that because those energetics are coded into each day. And I want that to stay in our conscious awareness. So we're always thinking about, like, oh yeah, those are a part of today. Even though the strongest are the red self-existing moon today, the other code keys and energetics, they're still there and they're still flowing strongly for us to tune into and take advantage of. So I'm just excited. Today has been a beautiful day. I hope it has been for you also. So then we have our 65-day season. We are in the blue Western Eagle season of vision. So the eagle is, this blue eagle is tied to our mental body, both individually and planetary. And so this season of vision is an invitation for us to dive into and unpack what the patterns and thought processes that we experience on the regular, to, again, like, begin to become consciously aware of those thought patterns. Do they serve us? Do they not? What is the story that we're coding into our DNA? Our thoughts they script the code that goes into, that programs our DNA. It programs our mind. It programs our heart. It programs our body. That's how powerful we are. And it goes back to that idea of the white wizard and enchanting. Our words hold creative power. And so whatever words you are speaking within you, you are coding that into the fabric of your DNA, of you. So this is a lovely invitation for us during this season of the eagle, to gain clarity about what we think about more often than not, to really bring the unconscious thoughts into consciousness and really take charge of what we want to speak over ourselves and into the world at large. So this is a beautiful season for us to really just start to gain a little bit more clarity about what's going on up here. What am I saying to myself, and why? Why am I choosing to speak those particular words, whether good or bad? I think that we need to explore the positive aspects of us as much as we explore the negative aspects of us, because they all hold medicine for us, for our benefit. So we have that going on. We have a 52-day castle that we're cycling through. It is the white northern castle of crossing. We find ourselves in what's called the court of death. So it's really recognizing and allowing that things within our life and our space, especially energetically, they need to die. Everything has its season. Everything has its length of time to hold on to or let go of within us. And so we are flowing through this season of recognizing what no longer serves us. What do I need to release? What do I need to set down, let go of, unpack, so that the journey forward is a little bit lighter and brighter for me and everybody around me? Because when, I don't know about you, but when I feel lighter and brighter and better, I kind of vibrate that out into the world, and everybody else reciprocates. And of course, when I'm not feeling myself and I'm feeling, contracted or like crap, or, just angry, or, if something happens and I feel maybe overwhelmed or agitated, like that also shifts the way other people show up, because we feed off of each other's energy. That's how that works. And that's why we have that energetic point of vibration. And we manifest and attract things to us when they vibrate at the same frequency. And the quicker that we really latch on to like becoming more aware of how that works for us individually, the quicker we really realize, oh yeah, I am in control of my life, 100%. Which can be humbling. That is for sure, to recognize like, oh yeah, I am responsible for that, aren't I? Sometimes like we want to take responsibility for the good things that happen, but we really don't want to take responsibility for the bad things that happen. And the reality is both are our responsibility. And it is liberating. It is freeing when you finally recognize and take responsibility for literally everything that happens in your life. I think it's power, personally. So we went 52-day castle. That leads us to the moon that we are cycling through. We are in the 10th moon of this red self-existing moon year. It is the planetary moon of manifestation. Oh, I didn't talk about the code keys of Eagle. I'm sorry. Let's back up. Creates, vision, and mind are the code keys of Blue Eagle. And then the planetary moon of manifestation, the planetary tone of creation, those code keys are perfect, produce, and manifestation. And then we're in a 13-day wave spell, the White World Bridger wave spell. And again, I'm pretty sure that's one of the code keys is death. So it's, again, just more amplified energetics of really just releasing. This is a time of release, of letting go, letting something within us that needs and wants to die. Because again, death equals another code key of White World Bridger, which is opportunity. And there's opportunity in that. When you let go of the things that are no longer serving you or are no longer for you, you open up and you create space for the new opportunity. If you're holding on to the old thing, then nothing new can get in there, right? So, and then equalizes is the other code key for White World Bridger. So we have equalizes, death, and opportunity, because again, death is the great equalizer. Like we're all, everything in this natural world dies. It has its inevitable end. But the cool part about death within this world is it cycles into something else, whether it's, decomposition in Mama Earth to turn into nutrients that continue to proliferate life moving forward, right? So it's just this really cool cyclical nature of this natural world that we find ourselves in. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love life. I love life so much. And that's also something that I want to share with everyone who I come in contact with, that life really truly is something that is beautiful. There's beauty everywhere I look. And yeah, I just love it. I love life. All right. So that brings us to today. The red self, universal, water, and flow are the code keys. Self-existing are define, measure, and form. And I just want to reiterate that this stuff has been being coded into every single solitary day this year since July 26th. And it wraps up July 25th this year. It's amplified today. And then also the daily affirmation of today that affirmation has also been flowing through the energetic fabric of this entire Mayan galactic year as well, because the affirmation that goes along with each of these tone tribe combinations, it's just that's what it's the energetic coding of that particular tone tribe. So it's been coded into every single day. So we're going to revisit that today on this galactic return of the year and re-familiarize ourselves with what's been low-key being, sewn into every single day, which is exciting. All right, so red is associated with the direction east, the rising sun, place of the rising sun. And the code key with red is initiates. So something is being initiated within us today, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, cosmically, what have you. It could be super subtle, could be like huge. Like it could be very, like you're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I just started this today. Could be something like that. Or it could be something like, what? Nothing initiated in my life today. Well, I beg to differ. I bet there is something if you really get down to brass tacks. I love that. All right. The quote is from Heraclitus. I'm assuming that's a Greek something or other, maybe philosopher. Quote, "You cannot step twice in the same river, for fresh waters are ever flowing in." I think it was you, Dennis, that you talked about the fact that change is the only thing that's constant, right? Didn't you just mention something like that? That change is inevitable. Is that what you said? Change is inevitable, like it's going to happen. I mean, that's kind of what this is saying, right? Like you can't step in the same river twice because that water is always flowing and it is bringing fresh new things all the time. All right. The symbol for red moon appears like a beacon. Okay. So this is the symbol. I always forget to show you all these. Doo-doo. So it looks like a beacon, right? Kind of like a lighthouse, right? A portal inviting us into self-remembrance of who we are in our purity. Yes, you did say that. Change is the only constant. That's true. I'm thinking of, for some reason, that just sparked like scientific equations in my brain, right? Like, don't you use a constant when you're doing scientific experiments? Like you need something that's constant and then you have your variables or that cycle around that. I don't know why reading change is the only constant made me think of scientific equations, but I'm sure there's some medicine and magic in that, right? All right, a portal inviting us into self-remembrance of who we are in our purity. Red moon is a messenger of the ever-present opportunity, there's that word again, to renew one's being, right? The opportunity, what needs to die so that the new thing can be born. To rejuvenate, to cleanse ourselves, that we may be free of toxins, falsehoods, distortions, and disserving energies. To refine ourselves as clear vessels. Okay, so that also sparked the remembrance of the castle that we're in, the White Northern Castle of Crossing. It's also this invitation to refine the warrior inside of you. And to refine ourselves as clear vessels, that triggered that memory about the White Northern Castle of Crossing. To restore health and well-being. Perhaps the strongest forces of purification are gratitude and forgiveness. I concur. I'm going to repeat that. Perhaps the strongest forces of purification, which brings in that white wizard word, right? No, that's not it. Never mind. It's red moon. So the strongest forces of purification are gratitude and forgiveness. Acknowledging the totality of our human experience as a divine gift and remembering we are ever learning, innocent students of life. The power of universal water invites us to call upon our fluidity, adaptability, resilience, and ability to change states. Flow reminds us of the law of impermanence, asserting that change is the only constant in life. Look at that, Dennis. In a continual process of release and renewal, we cycle in phase with nature's rhythms. If we are resistant to the flow of life in its patterns as well as its unpredictability, we may encounter unnecessary stress or struggle, or overlook fresh opportunities presenting themselves. We can't control the river of life. Therefore, it's wise to yield to the momentum of the naturally arising circumstances. Water is the largest component of our planet Earth and our human bodies. Red Moon advocates hydrate your cells, bathe your bodies, cry your tears, claim your sanctity, go with the flow of your soul, and celebrate all the wonderful and various manifestations of water, moonlight, oceans, clouds, and rainstorms. May we honor this precious resource. Just a reminder that when we drink water, I encourage you to drink filtered water. Or if you don't drink filtered water, you become the filter. So just make it a little bit easier on your bodily systems that are over intoxicated as it is just by existing in the modern day world, and treat yourself to filtered water. Allow fresh, clean, clear water to flood and fill and refresh every cell in your body. Because again, we are like 75 to 80% water. It lubricates our joints. It allows us to remain fluid, both physically and like supernaturally. So just consider, like, if you don't drink filtered water, consider treating yourself at some point to some type of water filtration system. Yeah. Okay, self-existing. So I need tone 4. 4, the number of structure. All right, so self-existing tone of creation. The code keys are define, measure, and form. The quote comes from the Mayan Factor, which is a book written by Jose Argüelles. He's kind of the like modern day like rediscoverer of the Mayan Galactic Calendar and sort of this idea that time is art and all of the things that we're currently talking about on this channel. Quote, "It is only through the operation of measure as wholeness and order that any manifestation can occur as a coherent organism. Measure, the form-giving principle of energy, is represented by the number 4." End quote. 4 directions, 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 limbs, 4 chambers of the human heart, 4 sides to the tetrahedron. 4 delivers structure into the 3rd dimension. 4 offers double stability. It provides a uniform foundation which nature's order builds upon. Tone 4 represents the essential role of definition in shaping our lives. When supported with accurate information, clarity is formed and direction revealed. Without verified facts, life may be clouded or disoriented. Ooh, that isn't true of today's state of the world. I don't know what is. Plans are weakened when based in speculation or hearsay. Therefore, tone 4 prompts us to colon. There's a colon. Ask questions like what, where, when, why, and how. Define specifics. assess the situation, unveil the designs, determine the parameters, measure possible scenarios, scheme and dream the structure you seek. The wisdom of Tone 4 assists our development by observing that when recipes for creation are recorded, others can then replicate and build upon our evaluation, discernment, and formulation. Let us remember that our everyday definitions construct our everyday perceptions, which ultimately shapes our world. By functioning as an open system, we are capable of restructuring our perspectives in order to transform our reality. So, all of that is being amplified by 2 today, but also even more so. And I don't even know how much, like there's an overabundance of these energetics because today is this galactic activation portal. So I want to revisit and reread what galactic activation portal says in the calendar. So we're all on the same page. Repetition is, what is it? Repetition is the mother of learning, right? Like it's good for us to repeat things so that we really have it anchored and locked into our mental space so that we actually learn it. All right, galactic activation portals. So this symbol signifies the galactic activation portal. So this little symbol was on today's date. So that's how you know that it's a galactic activation portal day. And it signifies that it's a galactic activation portal day. These days invite you to enter gateways of expanded consciousness and amplify your awareness of energy flows and information exchange. Within the 260-day galactic cycle, there are 52 portals. These specific kin form the loom of the Maya. So just to be clear, every red self-existing moon day is a galactic activation portal day, which is the bilateral symmetry pattern that reflects the basic pattern of our DNA double helix, integrating the galactic code of light that is flooding our planet right now into the genetic code of life. And I love that. I've stolen that. I say that all the time now. I love that. Like really allowing the galactic code of light to shape and recode our genetic code of life. I love that idea. I love that picture. This portal information is a resonant structure linked to the activation of our full DNA potential. So that's pretty cool. All right. I'm going to read the daily affirmation, which is written out for you in the description box below if you want to follow along with that. I think you can just click the see more and it will open up all of that I typed up. And it is, and remember, this is for this entire year also. So it's a daily affirmation, but it's also an annual affirmation because we are in a red self-existing moon year. And it is, I define in order to purify, measuring flow. I seal the process of universal water with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of life force. So I don't know. I'm going to see if I still have that page up. I don't think I do. Oops. Did I just freeze? So I was going to look. I pulled up something. Hang on. Give me just a second. See if I can find this real fast. I pulled up something on 13moon.com earlier. That broke down. Oops, no, that's not what I want. Shoot. Okay, I think this is it. That broke down the red self-existing moon year from 13moon.com, where you buy the calendar. Oh, it is. It's guided by the power of life force. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. Okay, I forgot to put that in the description box below. So when we have a galactic activation portal day, at the end of the affirmation, we are supposed to say, I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. I've been forgetting that, so I apologize. So one more time. I define in order to purify, measuring flow. I seal the process of universal water with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of life force. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. All right, so that is the daily affirmation. And then also in the description box below, I have a link to the White World Bridger wave spell from astrodreamadvisor.com. And so that's where I'm going to head right now to read day 4. So the question of the day is, what form will my spiritual journey take? It's a really great question to ask. What form will my spiritual journey take? And remember, you are in the driver's seat. You actually get to chart the course if you take conscious control of that. So red moon qualities, signs, signals, awakened attention, understanding, self-remembrance, divine guidance, God seed, cosmic communication, and beacon. Red moon is the cosmic seed of awakened awareness. Consume it like a fruit and let it blossom within you. You are on the quest of self-remembrance, of God seed. If you work with the energy of red moon with clear awareness and attention, an awakened state of remembrance will naturally blossom within you. Okay, I want to pause because what's really coming up for me is the remembrance that yesterday we were in a time where the sun was conjunct Jupiter in Aries, and the opening of energetics for us to do just that, to kind of step into this clear awareness and attention of an awakened state of remembrance. That was very prevalent for the energetics of yesterday. And as we all know, the energy doesn't, like, it's neither created nor destroyed. It is always there. That's why I say I'm a conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. They are always there. They come in different levels, right? Like, they're flowing, and some they come, the tidal wave is really high. They're in that like higher space, and they're more amplified. It's easier to tune into those particular energetics, but that does not mean that the other energetics don't exist for us to tune into. So that energy is still very much prevalent and available for us to tune into. And I encourage you to do so. The power and potency of what happened yesterday is super cool. And again, I did a healing life force energetic session in the harmonic vibrational attunement ensemble yesterday, calling in those energetics to specifically flood and fuel and fill and heal our solar plexus, because that is our own inner personal sun and personal power hub within us. So it was really cool. It was a lot of fun to do it also. But again, that just, for whatever reason, that just reminded me of that conjunction between the sun and Jupiter, and just really having the energetic support of this. An awakened state of remembrance will naturally blossom inside you. So I just wanted to point that out. Oops. Remembrance means having direct access to your expanded presence through an intrinsic perception of unity. Remembrance is your recognition of the larger pattern and your connection to it. Like you are never disconnected, ever. It might feel that way at times, but you are never, never, ever disconnected. Everything is connected all the time. So let's see, it's often facilitated through dreams, art, music, colors, and creative pursuits. With focused attention, meditate on red moon, and you will receive help with self-remembrance. Red moon is also a beacon or a transmitting station. As you open to self-remembrance, you become a beacon and receiver for cosmic consciousness. This communication creates the gradual opening of the third eye, the eye within the monolith of self, self. As this eye opens and your communication becomes more refined, you will notice more signs, signals, and understanding coming to you, which I refer to as synchronicities. These are all for your growth and evolution, a feedback system from which you gain insight about your own personal journey, which is super exciting, right? I got to get back to YouTube. Yay. So that is the energetics of today. It's super powerful and potent. This beautiful, double duo 1-2 punch of the red self-existing moon energetics that are just pummeling us right now. They're just flowing in mass super potently and powerfully for us, for our benefit, for us to remember. Pardon my French, I'm about to swear. So if you have kids around, tell them earmuffs, but remember who the fuck you are. Please, please, and shine your beautiful love light that only you can out into this world. There's a lot of darkness in the world. We need the beautiful love lights who unabashedly, unapologetically shine their light and do everything in our power to remain in the space of love, light, forgiveness, joy, bliss, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control, all those things. Oh, leave an extended note on the channel. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Dennis. Absolutely. Yeah, the energy right now is super powerful. It has been it's been flowing. And it's so fun. I'm gonna touch on this really fast because I oscillate. I understand. So I don't know if well, I am into astrology. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm absolutely a student and I'm learning. But it cracks me up how people get so freaked out about Mercury going into retrograde. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you effing remember who you are. That's awesome, Dennis. Anyway, people freak out about the fact that Mercury is going into retrograde. Everything is going to fall apart. Now, I do always think that we need to be conscious and aware of the things that we're doing. And technology is going to glitch even when it's not Mercury retrograde. So to just always, make sure that you're saving your work on your computer and being very attentive to technology, and don't let it rule your emotional body. Really protect that. If something's happening with your phone or your computer or your TV or your car or anything that is mechanical, step away. Breathe and remind yourself that, okay, yeah, it's frustrating, but number one, you'll find a way to figure it out because human beings really, truly are pretty smart. And number two, if it's really true, if something's really going wrong, it's outside of your control. So don't let it send you into a higher level of stress, which is really bad for you. Just remember that it's temporary and you'll figure it out to the best of your. I know that things are frustrating and things get agitated, but it just floors me that people get all in a twit and get worried and nervous about Mercury retrograde, when in reality, I have sought to see it as an opportunity to become more aware. And the more that I step into it with that mindset and that frame of mind of when people start getting all in Twitter about Mercury retrograde, I'm just okay, it doesn't faze me because I have set the mental construct of all I need to do is be more aware. That's it. We just have to be more aware. And I really truly believe that that's all Mercury is seeking to teach us, is to just be more aware of how am I feeling? What am I thinking? And how am I communicating that to other people? And as we allow ourselves to gain that awareness, Mercury retrograde really becomes not that big of a deal. It's just another energetic aspect of the world that is for our benefit. So we're flowing into that this next week. No fear. You don't need to freak out. Just become more aware of how are you communicating. And if things get tripped up, remember it's all for your benefit. It's all on purpose, for a purpose. It's meant to serve you and guide you and teach you. Please see life as a friend. It really, truly is. And it wants to help you grow and blossom and remember who the fuck you truly are. So anyway, I hope that helps. Oh, nice. Yeah, Cassia, she's amazeballs. I love that one. I've never met her in person. I hope maybe someday our paths will cross, but yeah, she's a beautiful soul, a beautiful spirit, and she is dialed in. She's absolutely tuned into the energetics and everything that's happening. I love listening to Miss Cassia. So that's awesome. I'm glad that you found her and connected with her. She's amazing. But yes, thank you all so much. As always, I truly appreciate the most precious gift that we have to share and give to one another, which is our time. It's creative and it's just so precious. It is that one commodity that we just really can't ever get back. You can make more money, you cannot get more time. We all have the same 24/7 every single day, at least on linear time, right? How many of those we get is anyone's guess. But if you got value from this, I would love it if you would tap or click the thumbs up. It just helps me. I'm, organically trying to grow this YouTube channel. And so it's just one little small thing that you can do to help me out. No obligation, but it helps me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like this content, I invite you to subscribe. And if you want to get notifications of when I go live, then hit the little bell and YouTube supposedly alerts you when I go live. So again, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. I really do. And I love you so, so, so much. And until we meet again, beautiful love light, please do me a favor and go shine. Go shine your beautiful love light that only you can shine into the world. I love you. See you next time.